Y'all can't talk about basic.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this pack. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to Mims. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
A gain of 8 yards.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Shoves him away. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
First down. A gain of 12. And the Broncos first down.
Right back to him on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this Packers defense, and this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB. They'd easily move into the top 5.
On 3rd down, Gutierrez. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Broncos.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Nix to the air. Setting up a screen for Harvey.
Nix's pass. Complete to
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Now it's Nix. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
So no advantage in this game for either quarterback in terms of coming off that open week, huh?
Yeah, they both had buys.
Both had them, so you got to figure both of them went back, watched some extra tape, polished up their game, checked out their fundamentals. but they also have both had an extra week to prepare for each other's defenses. This could be a whole lot of fun.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. A gain of 12.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Rumble sneaking. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A carry here for the big tight end. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running.
Tackled by Zach Allen. 4 yards.
Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Rumble sneaking. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They run straight ahead here with White. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
And
a really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Broncos offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Packers defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
To throw, here's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
That's good. Broncos first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Denver.
Now a handoff up the middle. Is Gutierrez. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard.
On play action, here's Nix. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. This defense for the Packers very strong in that victory a week ago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Nick's going to tap this forward. Wow, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Throwing Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Nix. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front in a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Packers offense, led by their wide receiver, headed out for their 2nd possession. And he's very much alive in the race for most receiving yards by a wideout this year. Currently ranked 2nd in the NFL at this point in the season. Play action this time with Love. He'll get this complete to Matthew Golden. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45.
13 yards on the play. And the Packers first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41.
Packers first down.
Love fires that quickly outside. So no gain on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The Packers at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside, where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Lloyd will score. Touchdown, Packers.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Will Lutz gets on for the point after. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And after the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. To throw is Nix. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now Hill to return it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he'll drop here to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Working out of the gun. Love. And the Broncos get there and take him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Well, there was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Now Love. Under pressure, they got him again. Nick Bonito has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gutierrez. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. On the sneak, it's Nix. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
It's a gain of 29. And the Packers first down.
First down, here's White. A nice move in midfield. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now they pitch to Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw now. Here's Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's another Packers.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Ooh, with a juke. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
And the Broncos first down. It's a gain of 6. First down.
Back to throw now on first down. That one let go deep for Laporta. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Sam Laporta as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Fighting to stay upright. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps
Our
to
look
any
at the
offense.
NFL.
That's how you get hurt.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Amy Fairbairn set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packers offense and running back Josh Jacobs set to take over once more. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. You can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
At the 31-yard line.
Off the option, here's Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Here's 3rd and 3.
Brought down at the 35-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Love looking to throw it. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
Throwing. Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. Shifts past him at the 45. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Love. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. 108 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
16-yard line. That's a gain of 7.
Love now.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Able to find his man, Kraft. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
That's another Packers first down.
Here's Jacobs. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard.
Operating from the gun. Love. This will be caught at about the 5. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is third and goal.
A gain of 5 yards.
Jacobs is in. Touchdown, Packers.
What a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, good move. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Working out of the gun is Nix. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
That's good for Broncos. First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Gutierrez. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
First down, Denver.
Nix from the shotgun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. From the 32-yard line now, here's a second down and 6.
It's now second and 6 at the Packers' 32-yard line.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's another Broncos first down. It's a gain of 6. First down, Broncos.
In motion left comes Bryant. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
At the 26-yard line.
Back to throw. Nix. Here's a screen for Robinson. And they'll get this down to the 10.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Broncos
looking to throw. Nix. And his throw is incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
Back to throw. Nix. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now third and goal.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So they get a break there as the penalty moves him to the 5 for another 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Marvin Mims, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will tie things at 20 all. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
Yeah, it's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Love. That's taken in by Golden. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Will look to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Broncos are about set to go on offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Down at the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And blocked down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
It's a gain of 10.
Nix to the air. And the Packers for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
And the Broncos first down. A gain of 34 yards. First down, Denver.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon.
And he'll get him. Touchdown, Denver. Bo Nix, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packers offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
Now again to Jacobs running right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down by Brandon Jones. 4 yards on the
Once again, it's Jacobs. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Love from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 2nd down and 3. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers! Josh Jacobs, 30 yards. And the Packers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards.
Now it's Nix. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. To throw on 2nd and 10. Love. Finding space at the 40. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for the Packers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. Love. Man open left side. It's Williams.
It's now 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Throwing Nix. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Nix. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Second down, Jacobs once more. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Operating from the gun, Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain.
3rd down and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Green Bay, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.